Time sure does fly when you're having fun. Yay, you made it. I've been waiting for you. Hi, my name is Floss. This is the Grape Jelly Library where we love to talk about books. I am so glad you could join me. I always look forward to your visit. Today I am going to talk about what I didn't get accomplished in the month of October, because who knew that 31 days in a month is clearly not enough days? And also what I plan on conquering in the month of November. I have 2 books that I have started but I didn't finish, and this is how they will play out. This one I listened to the Audible version while I was in work, and I listened to it on Halloween, the day of course. And I got a little bit busy, so I was in and out of the storyline, and I did the best that I could to get that accomplished. By the way, all of these books that I am going to be showing you right now were part of the Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween Read-A-Thon. Nicole from Nicole's Bookish Nook began that reading event. It was a read-a-thon, and I thoroughly loved it. I enjoyed it so much, and I was reading like a banshee trying to get these books in, but it's hard with a full-time job and a house and what little leisure time I have, but I did my best. I think I chose 9 books and I didn't quite get all of them read, so this would be one of them, but it doesn't matter because I plan on reading this one every year for Halloween. I just love it so much. It's a bunch of I'd say middle grade school. They're about 12 years old, 12 to 17 actually. The party runs. It's a Halloween party, and there's bobbing for apples, and there's a little girl by the name of Joyce who claims that she has witnessed a murder, and when no one quite believes her, in the midst of bobbing for apples, Joyce ends up deceased. The next book that I wanted to read, oh, did I want to read this? Payback's a Witch. I really didn't even begin to touch the surface with this book, so I'm going to put it back on the shelf. There's always next year, right? I'm going to put this back on the shelf and maybe make a note that this is the first one that I should read. Or you know what? Maybe I like to start reading these type of seasonal books come August. So maybe come August, God willing, I'm still around, I will read this one. Because I so wanted to, but there's not enough time in the day. This one, I didn't even crack the spine, didn't even open the first page. Misery by Stephen King. And I am told that this is such a great book that actually the horror in this book is pronounced, especially in one scene and how it plays out, that you could actually feel the horror. That scares me. I've never read a book like that. I've always hoped to. I wanted something that could like scare the bejesus out of me, but I have not come across one of those books. I thought it was going to be Stephen King's It, but it wasn't it. That wasn't it. It didn't do it for me, but maybe this one will. So guess what? This one is not going back on the shelf. I think I am going to start November off with this one. Yeah. I really, really, really want to read this. Okay, so I know for sure I'm going to be reading that in November. And I know for sure I am going to attempt this one for the second time. The first time I tried to read it, I failed miserably, but luckily there were other people that tried to read it and failed as well. Well, we shouldn't say that failed, right? No, we don't fail on BookTube. I should say we gave it our best, but I guess the timing just wasn't right. So I'm going to try it again, and that one would be House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. Danielewski. I'm reading this one with Jen from Literary Love, and I'm going to put her information in my description if you would kindly hop on over to her channel and check her out. Maybe give her a thumbs up, maybe give her a subscribe, help her to grow. She is a fantastic channel. I really, really enjoy listening to her and watching her videos. So now she has curated and planned this whole thing out, and we read so many pages, so many chapters, and then, you know, we how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So that's basically the method that she's taking with this book, and I am grateful for that, because I don't know who has time. I don't know. This is a huge book. I don't know how many pages. I'm curious. Like I said, I tried to do this before. It didn't work for me. I'm just going to say it's well over 600. 662. I'm trying not to look at the last page because I don't want a clue of what is going on in this book. But this book is very strangely written. I don't watch TV, so I don't even know what this show was about. I don't have a clue. I'm going into this blind. Hopefully this time around I can get a read. They are the two books I know for sure I will be reading in November. I'm starting to get into my comfort homebound books. I'm not a fan of the winter, but if I have to endure it, I would rather endure it mostly indoors with a glass of wine in the library, with ideal temperatures in the room, and just reading and reading and reading and having the best time of my life. Well, that's all I have for you today, kitties. Until we meet again, know that I love you. Don't let those bad days win. And when you dream, make sure you're dreaming big.